Trusting God's timing is an invitation to let go of the pressure to make everything happen right now, to release the urge to rush forward, and instead lean into the peace of knowing that there's a greater plan at work. When we truly trust in His timing, we open ourselves up to the lessons that come with waiting, the quiet strength we gain from patience, and the beauty of watching things unfold in the exact moments they're meant to. There is wisdom and growth that only time can reveal. And sometimes the very act of waiting is where the transformation begins. It's during these periods that we learn to deepen our faith, to stay rooted in hope, and to let go of our own deadlines. God's timing often feels different from what we would expect, and that's where true faith is tested. When we want immediate answers, it takes courage to sit in the unknown and remain steadfast. It takes resilience to remind ourselves that just because something isn't happening now doesn't mean it won't ever happen. Trusting in God's timing means choosing to believe in the promise that He is working for our good, even when the path ahead is unclear. It's a test of faith to see if we can hold on to hope when things don't unfold the way we imagined, if we can find joy in the journey and trust that He knows exactly what we need and when we need it. In our waiting, we can learn to grow and mature in ways that prepare us for what's to come. Sometimes God delays certain things because He's still shaping us, preparing our hearts, and building the foundation we need to handle the blessings we seek. There's wisdom in the process that we don't always recognize in the moment. We might feel frustration, but God sees the bigger picture, knowing that our journey requires strength, patience, and growth that can only come through time. He's not holding back blessings. He's crafting a more profound story, one that's rich in lessons and filled with depth and resilience. Trusting God's timing also means surrendering our own plans. It's natural to have dreams, goals, and visions of where we want to go, but when we cling too tightly to them, we risk blocking out the greater plans God has for us. By loosening our grip on our timelines, we open up space for His will to come through. We invite Him to guide us, even if it means rerouting our path, taking detours, or experiencing delays. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up on our dreams. It means allowing them to unfold under God's guidance, trusting that He knows the best way to bring them to fruition. When we embrace God's timing, we find peace in the waiting. The pressure to compare ourselves to others, to measure our progress against the world's standards, begins to dissolve. We no longer feel behind because we realize that our path is uniquely ours and that no one else's journey can dictate the pace of our own. Trusting in divine timing brings a calm that reminds us we are exactly where we're meant to be. The worry fades, the impatience softens, and we find ourselves more present, more open, and more grounded in the here and now, knowing that every step we're taking is leading us somewhere purposeful. There's an inner strength that develops when we trust God's timing, a resilience that shapes us into stronger, more faithful individuals. Each moment of waiting, each instance of delay, becomes a brick in the foundation of our faith. Over time, we see that our trust in God's timing isn't just about waiting for things to happen, but becoming the kind of people who can handle the blessings we're waiting for. We're being refined, polished, and prepared so that when the blessings do arrive, we have the wisdom and grace to appreciate them fully, knowing they came at the perfect time. In those moments of doubt, it's essential to remember the times when God's timing worked out perfectly in the past. We can look back on those moments when what felt like delays turned out to be blessings in disguise. Each experience serves as a reminder of His faithfulness, of how everything worked out better than we could have planned. Reflecting on past examples of His perfect timing strengthens our faith in the present, giving us hope and reassurance that He has done it before and will do it again in ways that surprise and uplift us. Letting go of control is about finding freedom and trust. So often we carry a desire to plan, to arrange, and to anticipate every outcome, hoping it will shield us from disappointment or pain. But when we hold on too tightly, we may actually limit the full beauty of what life has to offer. Letting go doesn't mean abandoning our dreams or our goals. It means releasing the need to micromanage every step. It means trusting that things can unfold even better than we planned if we make room for life's magic, for serendipity, and for grace. The journey of releasing control starts with acknowledging that we don't have all the answers. Life is a constant unfolding, with twists and turns we can't always see coming. When we recognize that there's a bigger picture we're not fully aware of, it becomes easier to let go of our grip and surrender to the unknown. This doesn't make us passive, rather, it makes us open. It invites us to move through life with flexibility, responding to what comes rather than forcing outcomes we think we need. Letting go is a practice of humility. It's admitting that our plans might not always be the best, that there's a wisdom beyond us orchestrating things in ways we may not understand. By loosening our need to control, we allow ourselves to become learners ready to receive the lessons life has for us. Sometimes the things we resist or try to avoid bring the very insights we need most. Humility lets us soften, to make space for unexpected blessings and lessons that reveal themselves in their own timing. This journey is also about self-trust. When we release control, we're trusting in our ability to handle whatever comes. We're saying to ourselves, I am strong enough, adaptable enough, and resilient enough to navigate life's unknowns. We become more grounded in the present, realizing that we have everything we need to move forward. By letting go of rigid expectations, we strengthen our inner sense of peace, reminding ourselves that we can face each moment with grace and confidence, regardless of the outcome. Letting go of control also means trusting the people around us. It means allowing them to make their own choices and respecting their own paths, even if they differ from what we would choose for them. We can offer guidance and love, but true connection doesn't come from trying to control others. It comes from embracing them fully as they are. This not only frees us from stress, but also opens our relationships to deeper understanding and acceptance. When we let go, we make room for authenticity, for growth, and for connection that comes without conditions. The journey of releasing control helps us uncover what's truly important. When we're not consumed with managing every detail, we have more space to tune into our inner voice, to connect with our values and our passions. We gain clarity on the things that matter most to us. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on our dreams, it means directing our energy toward what resonates deeply, instead of wasting it on things beyond our control. We become more aligned, more purposeful, focusing on the parts of our lives that bring meaning and fulfillment. Letting go invites a sense of peace and resilience. By releasing our grip on control, we reduce the tension and stress we carry within us. We stop fighting against the natural flow of life and start moving with it, trusting that we'll be okay no matter what unfolds. This isn't about giving in, it's about learning to bend without breaking, to adjust without losing ourselves. It's a peace that says, I can let life happen without fear, knowing that I am secure within myself. One of the most beautiful aspects of letting go of control is that it brings us closer to gratitude. When we stop focusing on what's missing or what we think should happen, we become more present with what we have. Gratitude grows naturally when we're no longer fixated on creating the perfect outcome. Instead, we start to see the gifts already around us, the blessings we might have overlooked while caught up in our plans. This gratitude expands our hearts, making us more open to receiving life's gifts as they come. In letting go, we align ourselves with the flow of life, moving in harmony with the present moment rather than clinging to the past or future. We learn to embrace uncertainty as a place of possibility, a space where new opportunities can arise. This shift in mindset doesn't mean we no longer care about what happens. It means we're willing to trust that life is unfolding exactly as it should, that each step, each twist, and each surprise holds something valuable for us. Finding purpose in pain is one of the most transformative journeys a person can embark upon. Pain has a way of bringing us to our knees, demanding that we confront parts of ourselves and our lives that we may otherwise ignore. It is in these moments of hardship that we often discover our deepest strengths, our truest selves, and the values we hold closest to our hearts. Pain pushes us to peel back layers, to understand who we are beyond the superficial, to explore what matters most to us when everything else has been stripped away. Pain has a unique way of sharpening our perspective, of forcing us to look at life with a clarity we may not have otherwise. When we're in the depths of struggle, we often see what is truly meaningful to us and what we may have been carrying without reason. The discomfort of pain urges us to examine our relationships, our goals, and our sense of self. It is through this honest assessment that we can begin to find purpose, by realigning our lives with our true values and making choices that honor who we are at our core. Pain can be a powerful teacher, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of resilience. When we endure difficult times, we are often surprised by the strength we find within ourselves. We begin to realize that we are capable of surviving and even thriving despite adversity. Each painful experience, though difficult, builds within us a fortitude that can only come from having faced hardship. In finding purpose in our pain, we learn that resilience is not only about surviving, but about rising stronger with a greater capacity for compassion, empathy, and endurance. Through pain, we are given the opportunity to grow. It can reveal aspects of ourselves that we may not have been aware of, forcing us to confront our fears, our insecurities, and our vulnerabilities. This process, though uncomfortable, helps us shed the layers that no longer serve us. Pain encourages us to step into our authenticity, to be more genuine with ourselves and others. When we view pain as a catalyst for growth, we allow it to shape us into wiser, more compassionate versions of ourselves, with a greater understanding of the complexities of the human experience. Pain can redirect us toward a life of greater purpose. Sometimes our struggles serve as a reminder that we may have been on the wrong path, or that we need to make changes that align more closely with our true calling. Pain can be a guidepost, nudging us in a new direction, urging us to pursue dreams or passions we may have been ignoring. When we embrace pain as a part of our journey, we begin to see it not as a roadblock, but as a signpost guiding us toward a more purposeful life, one that resonates deeply with who we are meant to be. Pain teaches us the value of surrender, of letting go of the need to control every aspect of our lives. In times of struggle, we realize that some things are beyond our control, and in that surrender, we find peace. By embracing the uncertainties and allowing ourselves to experience pain without resistance, we discover a profound strength that comes from accepting life as it is. Finding purpose in pain helps us understand that surrendering is not giving up, it is allowing ourselves to flow with life, trusting that each moment, even the painful ones, has a purpose. Finding purpose in pain ultimately empowers us to rewrite our story. We come to understand that our struggles do not define us, but shape us in meaningful ways. When we make peace with our pain, we take back control, choosing to see it as a chapter in our story rather than the whole narrative. We allow our experiences to become a source of inspiration, of wisdom, and of motivation for ourselves and others. By transforming our pain into purpose, we create a legacy of resilience, compassion, and hope, illuminating a path for others to find meaning in their own struggles. When faced with uncertainty, faith encourages us to cultivate resilience. It teaches us that challenges are not meant to break us, but to build us. By leaning into our faith, we can develop a stronger sense of self and a greater understanding of our purpose. This resilience becomes a source of strength, empowering us to navigate through life's storms with grace. It transforms our perception of obstacles, shifting them from burdens to opportunities for growth and learning. With faith, we can view uncertainty as a chance to deepen our character and expand our horizons. Faith also fosters a sense of community during uncertain times. When we share our struggles with others, we create connections that remind us we are not alone. Communities of faith often come together to support one another, offering encouragement, love, and understanding. This sense of belonging can be incredibly comforting when we feel lost or adrift. The shared experiences and collective faith provide a sense of solidarity, reminding us that others have faced similar uncertainties and emerged stronger on the other side. It is through this community that we can find hope and inspiration to keep moving forward. In addition to providing hope, faith instills a sense of peace amidst turmoil. When everything around us feels unstable, faith offers a sanctuary where we can find solace. It encourages us to practice mindfulness and presence, reminding us that we can only control our actions and reactions. Through prayer, meditation, or quiet reflection, we can connect with our inner selves and cultivate a sense of calm. This peace is vital during uncertain times, as it enables us to respond to challenges with clarity and intention rather than fear and anxiety. Furthermore, faith encourages us to let go of the need for control. In an uncertain world, the desire to control outcomes can be overwhelming. However, faith teaches us to surrender and trust the process. It invites us to recognize that some things are beyond our understanding, and that it is okay to let go. This release can be liberating, allowing us to focus on what we can influence while accepting what we cannot change. By embracing this mindset, we can find freedom in uncertainty, opening ourselves up to new possibilities and experiences that we may have otherwise missed. Lastly, faith during uncertainty can inspire us to take action. Rather than succumbing to paralysis in the face of doubt, faith can motivate us to move forward, even when the next step is unclear. It encourages us to trust our instincts, to take risks, and to embrace the unknown. With faith as our foundation, we can approach challenges with courage, knowing that we are supported by something greater than ourselves. This proactive approach allows us to transform uncertainty into a catalyst for growth, pushing us to explore new paths and possibilities. Listening for guidance is an essential practice in navigating life's complexities. In a world filled with noise and distractions, it can be easy to overlook the gentle whispers that offer direction and wisdom. Yet cultivating the ability to listen deeply can lead to profound insights and clarity. This journey begins with creating space for stillness in our lives. In moments of quiet, we can turn our attention inward, allowing ourselves to tune into our thoughts, feelings, and intuition. By prioritizing time for reflection, we can cultivate a deeper connection with ourselves and the guidance that arises from within. To truly listen for guidance, we must also practice mindfulness. This means being fully present in the moment, acknowledging our thoughts without judgment. Mindfulness allows us to observe our inner dialogue and recognize patterns that may be influencing our decisions. It encourages us to pause before reacting, providing the clarity needed to discern what truly resonates with our hearts. As we cultivate mindfulness, we create a fertile ground for insights to emerge. This practice helps us separate our genuine intuition from the noise of external expectations and fears, allowing us to follow our authentic path. Moreover, listening for guidance involves embracing vulnerability. It requires us to let go of the need for certainty and control. When we acknowledge our uncertainty, we open ourselves to the possibility of receiving guidance from various sources, whether it be our intuition, divine inspiration, or the wisdom of others. This vulnerability fosters a willingness to learn and grow. It teaches us that it's okay to seek support and ask for help when needed. By being open to guidance, we allow ourselves to receive the gifts that come from trusting the journey rather than forcing a particular outcome. In addition to listening to our inner voice, we can also seek guidance through prayer or meditation. These practices create a sacred space for connection with a higher power or the universe. In these moments of stillness, we can ask for clarity and guidance on specific challenges we face. Many people find that their intuition becomes stronger during these times of focused intention. Prayer and meditation serve as powerful tools for listening, helping us attune to the messages that may be waiting for us. The act of surrendering our concerns and asking for guidance opens a channel for wisdom to flow. It's essential to remember that guidance often comes in subtle ways. It may appear as a feeling, a sudden insight, or even a message from someone else. By cultivating an awareness of the signs and synchronicities in our lives, we can begin to recognize the ways in which guidance manifests. Journaling can be a helpful tool in this process, allowing us to track our thoughts, dreams, and intuitive nudges. Over time, patterns may emerge, revealing the guidance that has been present all along. This practice not only strengthens our ability to listen, but also helps us build trust in our intuition. Listening for guidance also involves cultivating patience. In a world that often values instant gratification, it can be challenging to wait for clarity to emerge. However, true guidance often requires time to unfold. Trusting in the timing of our journey allows us to develop resilience and deepen our understanding. We may find that some questions take longer to answer, and that's okay. Embracing patience teaches us to appreciate the process, encouraging us to stay open and receptive to the insights that arise along the way. Another key aspect of listening for guidance is surrounding ourselves with positive influences. The people we engage with can greatly impact our ability to hear our inner voice. By choosing to connect with those who uplift and inspire us, we create an environment conducive to receiving guidance. These positive relationships can serve as mirrors, reflecting back the wisdom we may overlook within ourselves. Engaging in meaningful conversations and sharing our experiences can lead to valuable insights, further guiding us on our path. Finally, it's crucial to take action based on the guidance we receive. Listening for guidance is not a passive endeavor. It requires us to act on the insights we gain. This may involve making changes in our lives, setting new intentions, or following through on the nudges we receive. When we act on our intuition, we affirm our trust in the process and ourselves. Each step taken in alignment with our inner guidance reinforces our ability to listen more deeply in the future. It creates a beautiful feedback loop where action and guidance work together to illuminate our path. In conclusion, listening for guidance is a transformative journey that empowers us to navigate life with clarity and confidence. By creating space for stillness, practicing mindfulness, embracing vulnerability, and seeking guidance through prayer and reflection, we can strengthen our connection to our inner wisdom. Cultivating patience, surrounding ourselves with positive influences, and taking action further enrich this process. Ultimately, listening for guidance opens the door to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us, inviting us to embrace the journey with an open heart. Building resilience through faith is a powerful journey that can transform challenges into opportunities for growth. In a world that often feels unpredictable and overwhelming, faith provides a foundation that can help individuals withstand life's storms. It encourages a mindset that views difficulties not as insurmountable barriers, but as experiences that can foster strength and character. Embracing this perspective allows us to approach adversity with a sense of purpose and determination, creating an inner fortitude that enables us to rise above. Faith acts as a guiding light in times of uncertainty, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. It offers comfort and assurance that there is a higher purpose at play. When faced with challenges, turning to our beliefs can provide clarity and hope. This connection to something greater than ourselves encourages us to seek meaning in our experiences. As we lean into our faith, we can draw upon the wisdom and strength it provides, helping us to navigate even the most daunting circumstances. Resilience is not merely about bouncing back, it is about growing stronger through the trials we face. Faith teaches us that every challenge carries valuable lessons. Each setback can serve as a stepping stone, leading us closer to our true selves and our life's purpose. By reflecting on our experiences through the lens of faith, we can uncover insights that empower us to move forward with renewed vigor. This transformative process encourages us to embrace change, adapt to new realities, and find opportunities for growth even in adversity. One of the most powerful aspects of building resilience through faith is the sense of community it fosters. Being part of a faith-based community allows us to share our burdens with others, creating a support network that uplifts us during tough times. The collective strength of a community can amplify our resilience, providing encouragement, understanding, and love. When we witness others overcoming their challenges through faith, it inspires us to trust in our journey. This sense of belonging reminds us that we are all connected, and that together we can navigate life's uncertainties. Moreover, faith often cultivates a mindset of gratitude, which is essential for resilience. When we approach life with a grateful heart, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. This shift in perspective helps us appreciate the small blessings that surround us even during difficult times. Practicing gratitude fosters a sense of contentment and joy that can counterbalance the weight of our challenges. By recognizing the positive aspects of our lives, we can build emotional resilience and maintain hope, even in the face of adversity. Faith encourages us to develop a long-term perspective, which is vital for resilience. When we encounter setbacks, it can be easy to become discouraged and focus solely on the present moment. However, faith teaches us that life is a journey filled with ups and downs. Embracing this perspective allows us to see beyond our current struggles and recognize that they are just a part of our larger narrative. By trusting in the process and believing that everything happens for a reason, we cultivate patience and perseverance. This long-term view helps us stay committed to our goals and dreams, even when faced with obstacles. Additionally, faith encourages us to practice self-compassion during challenging times. It reminds us that it's okay to feel vulnerable and to seek help when needed. Instead of being overly critical of ourselves, we learn to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding. This self-compassion fosters a supportive inner dialogue that helps us bounce back from setbacks. By acknowledging our feelings and giving ourselves grace, we create an environment where resilience can flourish. Faith reinforces the idea that we are worthy of love and support, both from ourselves and others. In conclusion, building resilience through faith is a transformative journey that empowers us to face life's challenges with strength and courage. It provides a solid foundation that helps us navigate uncertainty and view adversity as an opportunity for growth. Through community support, gratitude, prayer, and self-compassion, we cultivate resilience that allows us to rise above our difficulties. By embracing our faith and trusting in the process, we can develop a deep inner strength that enables us to thrive in the face of adversity. Living with gratitude is a transformative practice that can enrich our lives in profound ways. It invites us to shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering a mindset that emphasizes abundance rather than scarcity. This shift not only enhances our overall well-being, but also cultivates a sense of contentment that permeates every aspect of our daily lives. When we consciously choose to recognize and appreciate the blessings around us, we create a ripple effect that positively influences our thoughts, actions, and relationships. Gratitude is more than just a fleeting emotion, it is a deliberate choice that we can cultivate daily. By making gratitude a habit, we train our minds to seek out the positive, even amidst challenges. This practice encourages us to pause and reflect on the good in our lives, no matter how small. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on our skin, a kind word from a friend, or a moment of laughter. Acknowledging these experiences fosters a deep appreciation for life. As we become more attuned to these moments, we learn to celebrate the richness of our existence. One powerful way to practice gratitude is through journaling. Keeping a gratitude journal allows us to document the things we are thankful for each day. This simple act of writing helps solidify our appreciation and serves as a tangible reminder of the abundance in our lives. Over time, revisiting these entries can bring us joy and comfort, especially during difficult periods. The act of putting pen to paper creates a connection between our thoughts and emotions, reinforcing the positive feelings associated with gratitude.